Hey folks, welcome to another short video on urban permaculture and what we're doing here at the Urban Permaculture Project. My name is Carmen Lamoureux. I'm one of the lead instructors for the Verge Permaculture Design Certification course, and also the founder and owner of Urban Farm School here in Calgary. We're here in Calgary, Alberta, in a Zone 3A climate. And that brings a lot of challenges to mind. It also means we have an incredibly short season. So we need to pack a lot of value into a very short period of time. And one of the ways we do that is optimizing summer and seeing how many, basically welcoming a lot of people into our property. And so one of our main strategies here for our front yard urban landscape was to challenge the standard urban front yard model. And as you can see, this is quite different from the neighboring properties, which are dominated entirely by grassy systems. And we've actually had a real positive influence on some of our neighbors who are now starting to bring more ecology into their front yard systems, which is beautiful. But one of the main strategies for us was to utilize our property for impactful action. So that's a piece that a lot of folks really underestimate, the power of good design and productive ecological systems in influencing other people. So one of the things we really wanted to do was create a landscape that invited inquiry. So because Urban Farm School is an education-based organization, and so is Verge Permaculture, we really wanted to create a landscape that would make people stop and wonder what the heck is going on here, because it's so completely different from what anyone else is doing. So we regularly get people driving in with their cars in the cul-de-sac here, turning around, people on bicycles, people walking their dogs, and they always stop and have a good look at what's going on here. And we love that. And if we're out here working or sitting enjoying a glass of wine, we're able to engage. So it becomes an edge, as I may have mentioned in a previous video, an edge between public space and private space. But this edge is a very impactful edge. So one of the ways we invite inquiry was by building this quite large pergola structure here that acts as another layer in our forest garden system, but also a support for our hops, and we're going to be planting a beautiful grape variety here as well. So this structure is like an attention grabber, and it draws people in to come a little bit closer. So this is a strategy of seduction, to bring people in and get them enticed into what is going on this property. People, when they first walk by here, they have no idea that this is an edible landscape and that it's really designed as an ecological system. They come here because it's beautiful. They really want to see what's going on. And the landscape itself does all the work. It draws them in. So that's something that I think is sort of a beautiful, what's the word I'm thinking? It's like a value and visions component of a good permaculture design. For us, that was part of our vision, was to create a landscape that could act as a teaching tool, but also invite inquiry from people who know nothing about permaculture or regenerative systems. So we think it's worked incredibly well. It's been very, very successful. And I would just like to invite you to start thinking about the impact that your permaculture designs or your ecological designs can have on your community. So we're able to create so much community connection where we live here in the middle of a city, simply based on our design strategies. So I invite you to challenge the current front yard paradigm and engage in something that invites inquiry in your neighborhood. So folks, if you have any additional questions or comments, please enter them in the comments below. We'd be happy to answer your questions, and do check out, if you haven't already, the Permaculture Design Certification course offered through Verge Permaculture. We're pretty proud of that design course, and really wonderful bevy of instructors that join together to offer a really highly valued course. Do take care, folks.